Hello everybody, my name is Cathe and welcome to boot camp. So today we're going to do 2 exercises. We're going to do a strength-based exercise and then we are also going to do a cardio exercise. 30 seconds each exercise. You have about 5 seconds to put your weights down or pick them up before we switch to the new exercise. We've got 7 or 8 pairs and we're going to be doing each grouping 3 times. So let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. And we're going to follow the same pattern, 30 seconds of each, knees up, here we go. So just knee and pull. A little different than the warm-ups I normally use. This one is a little bit more athletic based. So if you need to just grab or just do a high knee march, that's okay as well. So you can do high knee marches and that works great. Good, you got about 5 more seconds and then we're gonna reach behind and see if we can grab our ankle. So we're gonna try, grab the foot and pull nice and gentle. If that doesn't work, hamstring curls, but your time is on. So we wanna think less about bringing our heel to our backside and think about opening up the hip. So open up the hip. And again, if this one's a struggle, do hamstring curls. It's going to do a similar thing. So wake up the back of the body, stretch out the front of the body a little bit, and that's what we want to do. Good, next exercise, wood choppers, just working on the hip hinge. Your time is on. So it doesn't have to be huge, and it doesn't have to be super deep. We're just working on folding. Think if you had grocery bags, and you needed to close the car door. I learned that cue and I'm like, oh, that absolutely makes sense. I love it. So we're working on supporting our spine, tall posture, folding at the crease in our hips, just chopping wood. Good, all right, forward step and reach. So precursor to lunges, your time is on. So forward step and reach. If you feel comfortable, you're welcome to go ahead and start dropping down into the lunges. Otherwise, practice the weight shift without allowing your knees to go past your toes. Nice, good reach. Checking time, about 3 more seconds. Good, now we're going to do a step back, open and close. So again, stepping back, your time is on, kind of doing reverse lunges. So open and close, shoulders stay over your hips, belly button is pulled in. So we're working on core strength, we're also working on opening and closing the shoulders. Good, all right. We're going to squat and rotate. So squat, rotate, squat, rotate. So notice I'm not letting my knee torque in a lot. I'm squatting, squeezing my glute, keeping my shoulder over my hips, aiming corner to corner. So down, reach. Good job, everybody. Got about 7 more seconds. We're gonna grab a drink and then we're going to go ahead and get started with our routine. Good, all right. So grab a quick drink of water. So our first pairing of exercises, we're gonna be doing squats to an overhead press, and the second exercise will be jumping jacks. So go ahead and grab a weight that you feel comfortable doing an overhead press with. If you're having shoulder issues, feel free to just do the squat or to do a lateral raise or a front raise instead. All right, squat to press, 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Good, down and up, down and reach, down and reach. You can always alternate, especially if you have heavier weights. So I do lighter weights when I go overhead, just for my shoulder. So if you've been following some of my workouts, you know that I do therapy for one of my shoulders. So when I do overhead and a lot of shoulder work, I go ahead and leave the weights light. But if you've got strong, sturdy shoulders, good, set it down. Then go ahead and stick with a heavier weight. Jumping jacks, low impact, option 1. This is your second exercise. This is your cardio. You're welcome to do full-blown jumping jacks. And again, if your arms don't like going overhead, I always like doing seal jacks. These feel pretty good too. Still getting shoulders in there, but also getting chest and back. So it's really nice. Good, all right, grab your weights. Round 2. Round 2, squat to press, time is on. Yeah, it's only a 5-second switch. So we're gonna try to keep you moving this entire workout. So we've got 4 pairs of exercises that we're gonna do standing, 3 that are gonna be down on the floor. So good squat, chest is up, butt is down. You guys got this, I know you can do it. Good, set it down, jumping jacks. Here we go. And again, arms go where your arms feel comfortable. You want full range of motion, but you want it pain-free. And again, low impact is great. Low impact is great. You can do a few low impact and then start adding in a couple of high impact ones and then go back to low. Landing softly. So even if you're not on the second floor, let's grab our weights. Even if you're not on the second floor, pretend that you are. Good. Now when we do our overhead, sometimes we do it and we don't realize it. Notice I'm arching my back a little to get my arms straight overhead. You don't have to. You want to keep that belly button in and you can go out in an angle. You're still getting shoulder strengthening. Good. If you want, you can go a little faster. This is your last round. Good. Set it down. Jumping jacks. Time is on. Here we go. How does everybody feel? Do a little assessment. See if you can push through it. Do a little bit more. You're halfway through. Change the arms if necessary. Change the impact. Keep going as much as you can. 5 more seconds. Good job. All right, grab a super quick drink of water if you would like one. Lunge to bicep curl. Lunge to curl, jump rope. Those are your next 2 exercises for the pairs. So grab a weight you can do bicep curls with, and we're gonna do some lunges. Forward or reverse, your choice. 3, 2, 1, good. So I'm doing reverse lunges, and I'm doing my curls while I'm in the lunge position. This is a little bit more challenging. If you need to, do your lunge and then do the curl on the way up, or do both arms at the same time. I'm doing a little heavier, so I prefer to alternate. Control those weights. Good, set it down. Jumping rope. All right, option 1, jump rope. Option 2, do little hip shimmies with some heel lifting. Option 3, fast marches. Yes? Yes. So you decide. If you actually want to jump rope, you can do that too. If you have one, I'd wind up taking out a ceiling. I don't like to jump rope indoors. So I'm just pretending. Arms are in there too. Good, grab your weights. All right, I'm gonna do forward lunges this time. Forward lunge with a curl. So front knee stays over your shoelaces. I think about keeping my weight in the heel and the midfoot. So belly button pulled in, tall posture. Now if they need to stay shallow, you can still do a really good lunge and you don't have to touch your knee to the floor. Just do your best. Good, set it down. Jumping rope, round 2. Time's on. Now this is your workout. You know your body a lot better than I do. I want you to push yourselves, but I don't want you to be so sore tomorrow that you can't get out of bed. Kind of defeats the purpose of getting stronger. So if that means you do 1 or 2 at the full impact and drop it down, that's fine. That's actually awesome. 3, 2, 1, good. Lunges. All right, good, time is on. I'm going back to my reverse lunges, and I'm gonna finish up doing both arms at the same time. So finish strong. After this, we've got 1 more round, jumping jacks. And then we move to the next pair. So finish up. You're almost done. Good, set it down. Jumping rope, last time. Time's on. So as we jump, soft knees. So our knees are kind of like springs. So if you've seen the coils, you compact them and then they separate again. So we want to keep them soft. Allow them to be like shock absorbers, because that's what they are. All right, good job everybody. Grab a quick drink of water. All right, so next pair of exercises is going to be a lateral leg lift with a side raise, and then jogging or marching high knees. So I'm switching back to my lighter weights. We're gonna be nice and tall. We're gonna go out and in, out and in. 30 seconds, your time is on. So what I want you to think about as you do this is the leg that you're standing on. I want you to try to keep your shoulders, your hips, your knees, and your ankles stacked. So we want to try, sometimes we wind up leaning or we wind up softening that knee. Keep it stacked, nice and tall. The leg that's lifting, toes are pointing forwards. Good, set it down. We're gonna do jogging or marching high knees. Good, time is on. So you can march, pump those arms. You can do a jog. Or I want you to try get those knees up there. See if you can keep up with the beat of the music. That's a challenge. So I think this music is about 130-ish beats per minute, maybe 135. Good, all right, grab those weights. All right, lateral lift, so stack it. So something to think about, doesn't matter how high the leg gets. Turn the hip in gently so that your knees and toes are pointing forwards. So we're getting side glute and a lateral hips. We don't want to turn the toes out and get our hip flexors. We want to get the side of the leg. Good, set it down. Back to our jog or our march. So challenge again, keep up with the music, even if you're marching. Otherwise, try to get those legs up there. Soft knees and ankles when you land. So you roll through the ball of the foot into the heel. 5 more seconds. Good, all right. Lateral lift. This time, if your shoulders are okay, do them both at the same time. Here we go. Out. Good. Out and in. So you'll see I'm getting a little wobbly. It happens. but it's being able to recover from that wobble that's really important. Almost done. Good, set it down. Back to our jog. Last time, good. So if you can get them parallel to the floor, great. If you can't, just make sure they clear the floor. Clear the floor. Whether you're marching or jogging, you gotta make sure your feet aren't too close to the floor, because that's what leads to tripping and falling. Good. All right, and it doesn't matter how old you are, I trip and fall all the time. Usually when I'm distracted. All right, grab a drink, everybody. We're gonna do wood chops for our strength, and we're going to do a reverse lunge to a front kick for cardio. All right, wood chops. I'm gonna use a medicine ball. You are absolutely welcome to use a dumbbell. I'm just using a medicine ball. It's a little easier to see. So we're gonna take it down and up, down, up. Plus this feels better on my shoulders. Good, your time is on. Now you can hold on to a dumbbell. You can do less of a squat, but this is core. We don't wanna let our body do this, and we don't wanna do this, right? So think you're frozen from the belly button down. Everything's pointing forwards. We just gotta do this. Down, up. Now remember what side you're doing. It's kind of important. Good. Set it down. Right leg back, front kick. Here we go. Down, kick, down, kick, down. Try to get into a full lunge. Power up through that front leg. You can kick to the ankles. Doesn't matter. Reach up. Really sink in. You can add a forward fold, but make sure we're not bending over, right? We're lunging down. See, I just lost my balance. That's okay. All right, wood chops, other side. I hope you remembered what side you did. Here we go, down, up. So really think with this one. Your arms stay kind of close to the body. Even if they're out, your torso does the movement. Your arms are locked. They just follow along. They're along for the ride. Down, up. Again, go slower if necessary. Control the weight. Good, set it down. Other side. Kick lunge, here we go. Down, kick. You can also add the arms. Power through it. After this, we're gonna do alternating ones. So alternating wood chops. Some people call them hay balers. And then alternating lunges to kicks. Good, all right. Grab your weight, grab your ball. Down, up, down, up. Now when we do this, don't lean over backwards. Squeeze the glute, come up tall. So imagine you're trying to throw the weight or the ball behind you. Down and up. Not much of a squat, legs help power through. Good, set it down. Reverse lunge to kick, alternating legs. Here we go. Down, kick, together, other leg. So down, kick, down, kick, down. So it's that step together and taking the other foot back. And again, don't worry about height. Try to get a good extension of the knee without popping it. Good. All right. I think that was it. Yeah, it was. All right, so grab a drink. Get your heart rate and your breathing down a little bit if you need to. Grab your mat. We're going down to the floor. You want weights that you can do skull crushers, so triceps, and weights that you can do chest presses with if you want to do chest presses, or you can do push-ups. Always an option. So grab that mat. Now, remember, you can always, always, always press pause. So if you need a little bit more time before you go down to the floor, press pause. Join in when you are ready. Everybody's body is a little bit different, so just keep that in mind. And again, for skull crushers, for triceps, I'm going to use the ball. You can use one dumbbell or you can use two. If you're using one dumbbell, hold on to the dumbbell on the ends. If you're using two, hold on into it in the middle. Have your palms facing each other and do it that way. All right, so we're going to go down. Skull crushers and glute bridges. So, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Pick which position you want for your arms. I'm doing palms facing in on the ball. We're going to take it down and up, down and up. Your time is on. So, shoulders are away from the ears, and your shoulders to your elbows are locked into place. The only part of your body that should be moving is your elbows down to your fingers. Now you can go slower. I'm just going faster because I have a lighter weight today. So I'm going a little bit quicker because I can. If you have a little bit heavier weight, don't stress about it. Good. All right, glute bridges. You can rest the weight in the crook of your hips. Let's lift and lower. It's a little tricky to see, but I'm pushing through my heels, squeezing my glutes, lifting my hips up, pushing my knees towards my toes, keeping my core braced. So when my hips come up, my ribs come up as well. Head and shoulders remain on the floor. Belly button pulled in. We just don't want to arch. We want to focus on glutes. Good. All right, triceps. Grab your weights. Time is on. Down and up. Now, if you're using a single dumbbell, these are called skull crushers for a reason, because the weight is coming towards your forehead. Don't bounce it off your forehead. You may have noticed, if you see, that sometimes I get a little bit close to my forehead with the weight because it's so light, I forget. But don't bounce it off your forehead. It doesn't feel good. Good. All right, glute bridges. Round two. Your time is on. Lift and lower. So remember, you can set the weights down. You can do single glute bridges like I am, up and down. You can do a lift and a hold. That's another option if you want to build a little endurance. But keep an eye on those knees. Don't let them wobble in and out as you go up and down. Lift and lower. Good. All right, last time. Triceps. Good. Down and up. So again, watch the arm position. Elbow to fingers is all that should be moving. So we want to make sure we're not letting the weight go over our head to the floor. It should be coming either towards our forehead, or if you're using a weight in each hand, to either side of your head by your ears. Good. Set it down. Glute bridges. Last time. Lift and lower. Good. Time is up. Or not time is up. Time is on. Good. I'm going to hold the weight up just for a little something extra. I'm stabilizing my shoulders. But if you want to make the glute bridges a little harder, rest the weight right in the crook of your hips. Belly button in. Finish strong. Good. Bring it down. All right, grab a drink if you need it. Our next set of exercises, option 1 is a push-up. Option 2 is a chest press. So you can do either one, they both work your chest. Your second exercise is going to be mountain climbers, or you can do a dead bug or bicycle crunches, all right? I'm gonna do the push-ups and the mountain climbers the first round. I will do chest presses and dead bugs the second round. So you will notice I do my push-ups on my knees. That's okay, push-ups are push-ups. So push-ups or chest press, your choice, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, good, your time is on. So I do my push-ups with my elbows close to my body. Some people consider these to be military push-ups. I do these because my therapist said so. Normally I do these at an incline, however. So keep it shallow if you need to. It still works. Belly is in, 5 more seconds. We're switching to mountain climbers or dead bugs. Good. All right, 5 seconds, mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1. I'm going slow because I want to work on core stability. You can go fast if you're still wanting to get a little bit of cardio in with this workout. Halfway through. 10 more seconds. Now next round, I'm going to be doing chest presses. You do push-ups if you prefer. 2, 1, good. All right, quick flip over. Doing my chest presses. Good, time is on. Knees bent, feet flat on the floor. And again, I do elbows in close to the body. This is a neutral grip chest press. Now, if you want to do regular chest presses, you can, but still remember that your elbow does not come directly out to the side. It's down at a 30 to 45 degree angle. Helps keep your shoulders in a better position. Good. All right, I'm going to do dead bugs this time. Good. So taking it down and up. So belly is braced. Now you can just hold a dead bug. That's an option. Or you can tap the foot down. Or make it a bigger tap. But the low back needs to stay neutral. Do not allow it to lift off the floor. This is all about core stability. So are the mountain climbers. Good. All right, chest press or push-up, round 3. Down and up. Time is on. If you're starting to get a little tired, rest. I'd rather have you rest and have good push-ups and good chest presses than have your form be not so good and have you get injured. So push yourselves, but listen to your body. It'll tell you when it needs to rest a little bit. So I'm alternating. Yeah, always an option. Good, set the weights down. This time I'm gonna do bicycles, so watch your neck, watch your form. This is another option. You can even just hold it in the center, lifting the head and the shoulders off of the ground, and just do knees in and out. You decide what works best for you today. Good, you have 10 more seconds, and we're gonna finish with our last pairing of exercises. Good, all right. We're gonna roll it onto our sides. All right, super quick drink of water if you need it. Fix your hair. I know mine's probably looking pretty bad, but that's okay, right? It shows that we did a workout. All right, grab a drink. Our last exercises, we're going to do side planks, then a regular side plank on one side, then a regular plank, then a side plank on the other side, then a regular plank. So we just have 2 rounds for this one. All right, side planks, an option if you struggle with side planks, and it does happen. You're just going to be lying on your side, and you're going to impersonate a dead fish and lift. So we want to make sure it's not just our head that's lifting, It's our shoulders. So you're going to be looking at the world kind of sideways, but we're getting a good squeeze here. Otherwise, regular side planks on your hand or on your elbow. Elbows and wrists are underneath your shoulders. I do double knees. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Nice, good side plank. Your time is on. Arm can be up, or think about driving the elbow back. This is option 1. You can keep it here. Option 2, take the top leg out. Option 3 is a balance beam stance. Option 4 is a full side plank. You decide. You have 10 more seconds. Then we're going to do a regular plank. 3, 2, 1. Good. Carefully bring it down. Regular plank. I'm going to do knees. All right, your time is on. So, push-up position. Shoulders away from the ears, shoulders are over our wrists. Notice that my hip is not sagging to the floor, but it's also not super pushed back like if I was doing a bird dog. I drop my hips and I shift my weight into my arms. If you want, you can tuck your toes under, lift, and down. 3 more. 2, 1. Good job. Side plank, other side. It's a quick one. Just roll over. My time is on, and I'm in my side plank. So a lot of times people say that their shoulders hurt when they do planks. Check your arm position, check your shoulder blade position. You don't want your shoulders creeping up, and you don't want your arm way out in front. It puts a lot of stress on your shoulders. Drop those shoulder blades into your back pocket. 3, 2, 1. Good. Regular plank. Last one. I'm going to alternate between a full plank and a kneeling. So I'm in my kneeling plank. All right, lift the knees. Full plank. Drop the knees. Knee plank. So notice the only thing that changes is the position of my knees. So a knee plank should look exactly like a regular toe plank, except your knees are on the floor. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job, everybody. Short rest. Yeah. You are done with your exercises. Woohoo! All right. So, grab a quick drink if you need it. We're going to do a power stretch. I'm going to stay in a kneeling position. If necessary, you can come to a standing position. However, I do want you to come to a kneeling or sitting position for a few moments before you come to standing, all right? Because sometimes going from the floor, especially if you are on your back on the floor, coming up to standing, your blood just doesn't know what it's supposed to do. Your heart's like, what the heck? Okay, so take a minute. I'm going to come up to kneeling, half kneeling, and I'm going to roll up my mat underneath my knees if necessary. I'm on hardwood floor. It's necessary. All right. So, half kneeling position, nice and tall. Weight is primarily in your back leg. Front leg, we're going to stay nice and tall to get the hair out of my mouth. Front leg, you're nice and tall, shoulders over your hips. Squeeze the glute of the leg and back. Push the knee forward. You should be able to feel a stretch in your hip after just a couple of seconds. Hand on the thigh. Keep everything steady. You're going to also add in a side bend. So try not to turn forwards and try not to rotate back. We're just going to do a little side bend. So you're between 2 brick walls with your upper body. Good. Bring it up nice and tall. Weight is in the back leg again. Everything is steady. We're going to turn. Little torso rotation. But nice and tall, like there's a string on the top of your head. Try not to let the knee collapse in or rotate out. It'll help you keep your balance. Good. Bring it center. Shift the weight back. Front leg. Keep it as straight as you can. If you can balance with the heel in front, great. If you can't, that's okay. But we're going to sit back and we're going to try to stretch the hamstring a little. This one's a tricky one, so if you need a chair or something to hold onto for balance, feel free. Good. Bring it up. Other side. So same thing. This time I'm going to do this one standing. So we're going to tuck, push the hip forward, side bend. So again, everybody, your hips are steady. Good. Bring it up. Shift back just a little bit, nice and tall. Rotate. So again, you want to make sure that you're not allowing the knee to collapse in or out as you do this one. I think about reaching around for my hip. Good. We're going to shift our weight back, sit back into it, stretch our hamstrings. So this is the standing version. Good. Bring it up. Sitting or standing, your choice. Belly button in, pelvis is tucked. We're going to open and close. So we open, our belly stays in, so we're not arching our back, we're keeping it tucked. We stretch our chest, and then we separate our shoulder blades. Good. One more time. Open and close. Good. Bring it in. Walk the hands back. Elbows stretch, triceps stretch, trying not to let the elbows go out to the side. Try to keep them in if you can. Chin off the chest. Good. Bring it down. Relax the shoulders, ear to shoulder. Opposite arm reaches for the floor. Open and close the fingers. Good. Bring it up. Other side, ear to shoulder. Reach. Good. All right, couple deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. One more time. All right, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause for completing this workout. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out some of my other workout videos. I have everything from cardio kickboxing, strength training, and boot camp to Strong Nation, and I'm going to work on trying to get some Zumba and maybe some bar ballet classes on the site. And then I also have mobility drills and mobility workouts that are about 15 to 20 minutes long that are currently free because I encourage everybody to do mobility work. So on the days that you don't do strength training, you really want to consider doing some mobility work. So feel free to check that out on my site, fitpages.me/CatheB. And I hope to see you again in class. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later.